Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome to this 5-minute power message on a football field. How appropriate. Going to talk about my Pitt Panthers, but it relates to a story about listening and how we can all listen better. So today's title is, Guys, Don't Fight with Your Wife Over a Fight Song. Listen, I've been known to not listen or to listen and quickly give an answer and the solution. In fact, my brother Danny pranked me real good a couple years ago. I was going to arrive late to a family function. Danny gathers everybody up, says, look, when Phil comes in, we're going to give him a fictitious problem. We'll see how long it takes for him to solve the problem. So I walk in. Danny says, Phil, we got to tell you something. He starts to tell me, I don't remember what it was. He's not halfway through. I got the answer. They start busting out laughing. They prank me good. I learned a lesson from it too. I need to listen better. So here we are last Saturday night. I'm watching the Pitt game. I'm with my daughter Jessica. Very exciting. Pitt's down by 1 to Clemson, the number 2 team at halftime. They continue on. Now they're down by 2 points, 10 seconds to go. But we're lining up for a 48-yard field goal to win the game. Now what's significant about that is our kicker's Chris Blewett. Earlier in the game, he hits the goalpost on an extra point. He misses badly on a field goal. What does Coach Pat Narduzzi do on the sideline? Puts his arm around his kicker, tries to get him to relax, kisses him on the cheek. He's Italian, he's allowed to do that. The kid starts to smile, loosens up. Now here he is lined up.
If we're going to do this, I'm going to need you to get your head in the game, trust your leg and your swing, and let it rip.
Ryan Winslow to hold it for Chris Blewett to try to knock off number 2 at Clemson. On the way and good. Blewett got it.
For a 48-yard field goal, nails the kick, Pitt wins, we go nuts. Now, my wife, Beth, who I adore, comes home a little bit later. Beth, honey, you got to see this. Was great. What happened? The field goal won the game. Now, my wife loves me, and she likes sports as long as I give her a headline. I can't get too deep into the details, but I did convince her to watch the highlights. I rewound the TV. She sees the kick. She gets excited too. And then she hears the Pitt fight song being played. She says to me, wow, that song reminds me of the Notre Dame fight song. My dad taught me that song when I was a little girl. Well, I know there's a big difference between the Pitt fight song and the Notre Dame fight song, so I start to tell her the differences. Dummy! I didn't listen. I have solved the problem real quick. She wanted to share with me about her dad, something special to her. I should have realized her father died 21 years ago that very week. I wasn't dialed in. I wasn't listening. She walks away quietly. At first, I don't know why. Then I realize I walk over. We talk about it. She just wanted to share with me something important to her. So I blew it. I missed the field goal. Now, let me share with you a couple scriptures that relate to this. I redeem myself. Stay with me. In Ephesians chapter 5, it says, husbands, love your wives the way Christ loved the church, gave himself for it. Sometimes we love by spelling the word like this, L-I-S-T-E-N. We can love by listening. I can do a much better job of this. I need to. I'm talking to you too. Okay? There's another verse in James chapter 1. It says, let all of us be quick to hear, slow to speak. How many problems would that solve if we would really listen and respond more slowly and respond appropriately? Ask a question, have a dialogue and exchange instead of being Phil Henry, quick with the answer. I'm going to do better. I'm asking you to think about this. Maybe you can check this one off. Maybe you're like me. Think about it. But listen, I did redeem myself. Stay with me till the very end. I'm going to show you how. But right now, I want to thank you for tuning into this Phil Henry 5-minute power message. I hope you like it. I hope you share us. Phil Henry Power Gospel on Facebook. On Twitter, follow us at Phil Henry PG. And on YouTube, we have a channel, Phil Henry Power Gospel. Hope you dial in, sign up, and share us. Now stay to the very end here, and you'll see what I did to redeem myself about Beth's experience with her dad and the Notre Dame fight song. Thanks for tuning in.